everyone, today we're going to do a space themed yoga flow. So to start, we all need to get prepared for our mission off into space. So as you can imagine, this would be quite a scary experience. So we're going to take a few moments to just take some deep breaths and get ready for our adventure. So I'd like you all to bring your hands into this mudra, so you can see you're making a little circle with your index finger and your thumb with both hands, and then just rolling the shoulders back and placing them on your knees. I'd like you all to close your eyes here, and we're going to take some big releasing breaths all together. So we're all going to inhale together and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale one last time. And exhale all that air out. Well done. So now we all need to get our space helmets on. So I have decided to be a space unicorn today. So you can press pause if you'd like to whilst you find your helmet of choice. So I'm going to put mine on. Now when you're ready, come back to the seated position, and we're going to think about what we might see in space today. So the first thing I can think of is the moon. So we're all going to make a moon shape with our bodies. So we're going to place our left hands on the floor. We're going to sweep up with the right hand and bring it right over to the left, making a crescent moon shape or a half moon. And then coming over to the right side and sweeping the left hand over. And then coming to the left. And then to the right. Amazing. Now we're going to start to warm ourselves up, so we're going to start to rock backwards and forwards a few times. So rolling back and up, back and up, and the last time we're going to come all the way up to standing. So we're going to rock really far back and then push up through our feet. Amazing. Now we're going to do those side stretches again, but just standing up. So we're going to bring our hands up into the air like a rocket shape, and we're all going to lean really far over to the left. So we're going to breathe in and elongate our bodies, and then bend to the left. And then come to center. And again, elongating our bodies really high, and come to the right. One last time each way. So extend through the body and bend. Seeing if you can get extra bit further this time. Now you're warmed up. And center. And then one last time to the right. And center. Amazing. Now can you think of anything else we might see in space? I can think of stars. So we're going to bring our hands out in front of us in a straight line, and we're going to start to just warm up the wrists and the hands and the fingers like stars exploding in space. Bring them up to the sky, out to the side. This might start to ache because it's aching me. This is because we kind of neglect these muscles a lot. So it's good to give them a big stretch out. Amazing. Now we're going to hold still, and we're going to come all the way down because we're going to take a seat into our rocket ships. So we're going to come up onto our toes, and we're going to see if we can balance and squat all the way down to the ground. Now we're preparing for takeoff, so we're going to bring our hands into a rocket shape above our heads, and we're going to say 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to take off. So we're going to and explode up into the sky. So 3, 2, 1, and then we're still not there because space is really high. So we're going to go again. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And one last time. We're going to zoom all the way up to the top. Amazing. Now just bring your hands to the side. Maybe shake out the shoulders. Now we've reached the sky. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do some balancing postures in our rocket ships. So we're going to bring our hands to our rocket ships again, and we're going to put all our weight into our right leg, and we're going to come into a balance here. So we're going to pretend that we're wiggling through space in our rocket ships with our legs out behind us and our hands worming a little bit, and now put them straight as we zoom through space, trying to balance here. Now we're going to come into a posture that's called half moon posture. So we're going to place our right hands onto the mat, keep that back foot out, and then just put our left hand out in front like we're zooming to the moon in our half moon positions. Now what we're going to do, this is a little bit tricky, so we need to bend through the right leg, and our left leg is going to sit behind us. So I'll come and face you here. So here you're in your half moon positions, and you squat down and put your left leg on the floor behind the right. So if any of you are confused, I've got my left leg on the mat pointing forwards. My right leg is hooked over the top, and then we're going to lift up our left arms. No, we're not yet. Our left arms, I did my right. And then we're going to hook it over our right leg and come into a little seated twist here, gazing over the back shoulder. And then come to centre. Now you need to listen to what I say here, because it's a really snazzy little move, but it's a little bit confusing. So we need to keep our feet exactly where they are, don't move them at all, and we're just going to twizzle round to the left. And we should end up with our legs like this, but the other way around. So should we give it a go? So remember, keeping your feet exactly where they are, and just turning around. Like magic, you're the other way, it should be the other way around. If you're not, if you're confused, then the right leg is the one that's on the mat now, and the left leg is over the right leg. Now this time we're going to lift up our right hand all the way up to the sky, hook it over the left leg, and come into a seated twist, gazing over the left shoulder this time. And come to centre. Now we're going to come back into our half moon postures like we did before, but on the other leg. So we want to keep our left leg completely on the mat. We don't want to move this at all. And we're going to use our hands to push up, keeping the left hand on the floor, and opening up into our half moon posture on the other leg. So you should all be standing on your left leg with your left hand on the floor and your right hand in front and your right leg out long behind in your half moon postures. Now we're going to come back into our warrior threes and face the other way because I haven't got any room. So we're in our half moon, and then we're just going to lift our left hand up to meet the right into our warrior three positions, again zooming through space, looking at all the planets, and then just bring it up to standing. Bring our hands down our side. Amazing. That was a little bit tricky, so maybe if you do this flow again, you might find it a bit easier next time. but it's just supposed to be a bit of fun, so just do what you can. So now we're going to come to the top of the mat, and we can see the sun now in front of us, so we need to salute the sun. So we're going to do what we call a sun salutation in yoga, and this is a very traditional flow, and you'll find it in most yoga sequences, so it's a very good one to learn. So we'll have our toes touching, our heels slightly apart. We're all going to take a big deep inhale and bring our hands all the way up to the sky. So inhale, and then we're going to exhale with our rocket hands in front of us, all the way down, and our hands meeting the mat. Then we're going to shoot back like a shooting star into a plank. So we're going to bend the knees and jump back. And then we're all going to lower our knees to the floor, our chest to the floor, untuck the toes and push up into our cobra position. Stretching up the back here and rolling the shoulders down the back. Then we'll push back into a downward facing dog. So come through the knees, untuck the toes and push back into our space doggies. Maybe wiggling the hips from left to right. Now we're going to lift up our right legs into the sky, and we're going to come into a star position. So to do this, we need to bring our right knee into our chest, and then we're going to thread it under our left hand, place it down on the mat, and open up into the sky. I'm going to take these off because they're falling everywhere. Into our star position. And then placing that left hand down on the mat, and then coming back into our space doggies. And then we need to do the same on the other side, so we're going to lift our left leg all the way up to the sky, tuck our knee into our chest, thread it under our right elbow, placing our foot next to our right hand, and opening up into our stars on the other side. And then all making our way back to our space doggies. Maybe wriggling our tails. And then we're going to bend our knees and jump to the top of the mat and bring our hands up into our rocket shapes. Now we can imagine that we all come out of our rocket ships, and imagine just how free that would feel, because there'll be no gravity for the first time. So we're all just going to move around on our mats, pretending like we're in space, making whatever movement you want to, anything you'd like, as you zoom through the air. Maybe making these moon shapes again. And the other side. Or exploding like stars. Whatever you want to do. Amazing. Maybe just swaying as we find our way back into our spaceships before we prepare for our landing. So now we're all just going to make our way to our bums, and we're going to get back into our spaceships, and we can pretend that we're driving or zooming through space, because we want to go home now. Bringing the arms to the right and the left. And then we're going to make a rocky landing first, so that we're going to bring our arms out to the side, bump around a little bit, and then land. And then we're going to lift ourselves up one more time, and bump around, and land. And then we're just going to hug our knees into our chest, and give ourselves a big hug, imagining that we've made it home, and we've been in space a long time, so giving our friends and family a big hug as they welcome us home from our adventure into space. And then when you're ready, just let your feet come out in front of you on the mat, and your arms down by your side, with our palms facing up to the sky, receiving all the love from the world. Just noticing how our breath would have changed throughout the practice. You might be breathing a little bit quicker now, so we just need to calm ourselves back down. And recover from our journey. We're going to start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, maybe making these star shapes, exploding stars with our hands and our fingers, reaching them up to the sky. Over our heads, coming into one big last stretch out as we flick our hands around, wiggle our toes. Then we'll hug our knees into our chest. Rock up to a seated position again on our mats, keeping your eyes closed. And then we'll all do one last inhale and bring our hands up into our rocket shapes. So inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you everyone for flowing with me today and coming on my adventure into space. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I can't wait to flow with you guys soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.